Hello students, let us discuss the topic reproduction in animal. What is reproduction? The production of a new organism from the existing organism of the same species is known as reproduction. It is an essential for the survival of the species on the earth. Moreover, reproduction gives more rise to more organism with the same basic characters as their parents because they carry the genes of their same parents. Now, what are the methods of reproduction? There are two types of reproductions: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, the production of an organism happens from a single parent without any involvement of any sex cells. So, one cell divides into two and so on, and they keep on multiplying. Say, for example, binary fission in amoeba and formation of yeast and reproduction of yeast, which we say budding, is a asexual reproductions. Now, as far as sexual reproduction is concerned, it requires production of an organism from two parents making use of their sex cells. So, say for example, human being, fish, frog, so on. So, what are the male gametes are called sperms, which are in the body and they produce in the testes, where the female sex organs are called ova, which are the eggs which are produced in the ovary. Now, what happens? The sperms contains a head and a tail, and is this uh, also contains a nucleus, and they move from the penis to and fuses with the ova, and this ova is round in shape and the formation of a zygote. When the new cell is formed by the fusion of the male and the female gamete, this zygote is an engine cells. Now, after the fusion of the female and the male gamete, the zygote actually get fertilized, and there are two types of fertilization. Let us see what is this internal fertilization and external fertilization. Here in internal fertilization, the sperm has to travel inside the female reproductive tract and get fertilized, which results in the formation of zygote and finally develops into an embryo and then grows into a whole new baby. For example, human being. But where there is a external fertilization, especially in the cases of the fish and frog, the female releases the egg into the water, and males also releases the sperms into the water, and then they fuses to form a zygote. There are chances many of the sperms may get washed away with the running water and so on. So there less protection during the development of the embryo. So the whole process of the sexual reproduction in animals is that the sperms, you can see in the figure how the sperms travels towards the egg, and then the formation of embryo zygote, and this zygote repeatedly divides a cell to become thousand and thousands of cells and finally become an embryo. Embryo grows into a fetus, and fetus grows and develop into a new organ. Now look at the male reproductive organ where testis, you can see the figure where testis is there, where the sperms are produced, and from there they travel through this epidermis and then to the sperm duct, and with the help of seminal vessels they are released from the penis. And when they are released into the female reproductive part where the ovaries produce the ova, they come to the fallopian tube and the fertilization takes place. And after the fertilization of that ova, this fertilized egg, which is called a zygote, travels to the uterus where the rest of the fertilization, the growth of the baby takes place. This is the figure which shows how the sperms can travel from there and through the penis, and how ovary can transfer this to the oviduct or the fallopian tube. Now you can see the figure where the fertilization, how the ova is released from the ovary of a female, then they pass, and you can see the number of sperms are there, and how the sperms is entering into an ova and fertilization takes place, and this is formation of a zygote.